Hey there, and welcome to Crochet Therapy. I'm Barbara, your host for this episode of Morning Coffee and Crochet. And today we are going to do some relaxing crochet. We're going to talk about relaxing crochet. And hopefully, I'm going to be able to do some relaxing crochet. So, how was your weekend? Let me know. I want to know. I have some hot coffee with some half and half in my cup. And I'm going to pull you a little bit closer to me. A bit closer. There we go. And let me pull my cart a little closer. There's a couple things that I want to talk to you about. And one of the things is something that you might be interested in. You might be interested in like branching out a little bit and trying something new. So hold on. We're going to get to that in just a little bit as people come in. Yeah, it's something that I found out about just this weekend from the Mary Maxim catalog. So, yeah, come on in. Come on in. Let's have a seat. Let's get our drinks. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Miguel. Good morning, Alice. Good morning, Debbie. I hope y'all are having a great Monday. Got a little frog in my throat this morning. Sorry about that. And so also, okay, so I've got my coffee. My weather app says no precipitation for at least 60 minutes. I'm really happy about that. 64 degrees, real feel is 65 Fahrenheit, and I am very happy about that. The sun is shining today. Excuse me. As we get closer to this wedding coming up, you know, it was like 65% rain, 75% rain, blah, blah, blah. And it's just going on and on and on. But as we are getting closer and closer, the days that were said to have been like 75% rain, they're now none. Or 1 or 2%, 1 or 2% I can handle. It's the 75% rain on a day of an outdoor wedding. I don't think I can handle that. So I am, so staying calm outwardly anyway, for the most part. And Patty Barker, good morning to you. Hope you're having a great Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. Hope everybody had a great weekend. I had a great weekend. Let me see. What did we do? We did a Sam's Club pickup yesterday. And got a lot done for the wedding. And so all of these, let me see, I've got one. Yeah. So all of these are completed for the wedding. Aren't they pretty? All of these are completed for the wedding. And then this is a half one. I think that might be. And then I have these. Okay, so these leaves are completed. I just need to sew them onto these. And then I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 halves of the leaf. This is a whole leaf. So basically you make 2 leaves and then you crochet them together along the edge, make a chain of 20, and then loop it. You see how that's looped? Yeah. And so that is what it looks like. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. So, yeah. So I've got 5 halves still to do. And then after that, I have 30 whole leaves to do. 1 second. Okay. Gave a good cough. I think I'm good. Um, so this, I love this cotton yarn. It's pretty good. I'm loving it. Loving it. Loving it. It's working out really well. So I have 30 whole leaves to do, which means 60 half leaves, but they're so quick. It's not really a problem. I'm really pretty happy about that. So Alice, we have a backup plan for rain because we do have 100, no, a 75-foot tent, 75 by I think 30-foot tent that is being delivered. It's going to go in front of the veranda, on the grass in front of the veranda. And so that is our backup plan. If it does rain, the wedding can happen under the tent. The reception is going to be under the tent regardless. So we'll just have to move the wedding to under the tent and kind of pivot a little bit. But we don't want to have to do that. We don't want to have to do that. So, yeah. Mm. We want to be able to enjoy the weather. We've got some yard games for the kids. There's a tic-tac-toe, big, huge board tic-tac-toe. There's a huge, there's cornhole, one with the bride, one with the groom, and then there's, we have a playground out here for the kiddos. So, or a playground set, with the slide and all that good stuff. No swings. Swings didn't get put up yet, but that's okay. So, so we're hoping for a nice day so that the kids can play and run and have a good time. Hopefully not get in the mud. The lady that owns the tent company, her name is Hope, and she and her husband and her little boy came out. They measured, they looked at the land, they kind of got a little look at it and made sure that everything looked good, and they assured us everything looks great. And so the little boy had some little trucks, like little tractor trucks, and so he was in the mud. He was in the mud with his trucks and just having a good old time. And the mom was like, "Oh, please don't." And then she was like, "Oh," because he had already made it to the mud. He was so happy. He was so happy. And he played on the playground a little bit, and then he got his little vehicles, and she's like, "You're not bringing that in the truck." He's like, "It can go in the trailer." So he had yeah, he had it all covered. Yeah, Alice, we do kind of have, you should see, so my sister-in-law, Tanya, has mad skills. Let me tell you, this woman, there's nothing she can't do. She got the cornhole game. It was just plain wood. She painted it. She made one look like a bride, one look like a groom. She's painted signs. She has made all the decorations, even for the porta potty that's going to be delivered. Oh, the porta potty. We didn't talk about that. I have to talk about that today. Where exactly is the porta potty going to go? I don't think we want it right next to the playground, but we do want it kind of close. Tanya is definitely a machine. She definitely is. The woman can just, I am always amazed at everything that she can do. Shoot, like building things. Oh, so she still has to build the arbor that they're getting married under. Yeah. So she's got it all under control. She's not going to stress about it. That's what we say anyway. That's what we say. So today is my push day. Tomorrow I'm making the cakes and the cupcakes for the wedding. They will get frozen until the day before or the morning before, or the morning of, I mean, and then a quick decoration on the cupcakes and smooth out the cake. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Right? Yes. So we're just really looking forward to having this behind us. And yet we're looking forward to the day because it's just going to be so beautiful. And, all of this planning and thinking and maybe a little worrying about the weather, or, all of this is going to be okay on the day of the wedding. So I just have to keep telling myself that. So today is my day to keep working on the leaves. All the flowers are done. They're attached to the keychain. I just have to make the leaves and sew them in. So, yep. It's smooth sailing for the bride and groom. Yeah. Well, they are still, does anybody have this? What about this? What about that? And so, yeah, I think it's coming down to the wire, and I think they're getting nervous. So trying to keep everybody calm, stay calm, keep calm and carry on. Excuse me. So, yeah. Okay, so let's talk about this Mary Maxim thing. Okay. So I got this magazine this weekend, Mary Maxim, and it's pretty cool. 10% off any order of $59 or more. Use code 553C10. It expires on May 4th. But the thing that caught my eye was what is on the back of this. Mary Maxim 2025 Knit and Crochet Design Contest. Prizes totaling $4,900. So, if you'll indulge me just a second, I'm going to read this to you. Submit your original Afghan, throw, or blanket designs and win. We will select one $1,500 grand prize winner and award $500 for first place, $400 for second place, and $250 for third place winners in each category below. So there are 4 categories: crochet Afghan, hand knit Afghan, baby Afghan, knit, or crochet. So So there's 2 categories for crochet and 2 categories for knit: adult Afghan, baby Afghan. And then it says, for rules and entry form, please visit our website. Completed entry forms must be received by June 30th, 2025. And Mary Maxim would like to thank these sponsors: Bernat, Karen, Coates and Clark, which, if you don't know, I believe Coates and Clark is Red Heart, Super Saver, Red Heart. Lion Brand, Patents, and Premier. So there is a $10 entry fee. Your application has to be received by them by June 20th. And you go to marymaxim.com, and if you scroll all the way to the bottom, there is a link down there for the Mary Maxim 2025 Knit and Crochet design contest. So, yeah. So if you have an original Afghan or baby blanket design that you would like to submit, the application with the $10 application fee is due by June 30th. That's not when you have to turn in your pattern or the completed work. Those are further dates. So if you are interested in submitting to Mary Maxim for this design contest, it's a really good way. If you are a designer, it's a really good way to get your name out there. It's a really good way to get your design out there. So the thing is, if you were a winner, then you are signing over the copyright to your pattern to Mary Maxim. It is now owned by them. So you have to be okay with that. Hey, Nikki, good morning to you. TGIM, she said, don't forget to thumbs up. So if this is something that you've thought about or that you would be interested in, you have time. It's the middle of April, and you've got a little bit of time. You have until June 20th to get your application in. And then I believe the dates, let me see. Let me look here. MaryMaxim.com. Excuse me. Let me show you their website. Okay. Okay, 2025 Knit and Crochet Design Contest. So let me show you. Okay, so this is the 2025, and all I did was go to the marymaxim.com, their homepage. I went all the way down to the bottom, and here it is, 2025 Knit or Crochet Contest Rules and Entry Form. So they do have size requirements. Full-size Afghans, they want to keep approximately 48 by 60 in size. Baby blankets, approximately 32 by 42 in size, or as close as possible. They're saying, do not plagiarize. Then, okay, so what happens is there will be one first place winner, one second place winner, and one third place winner. And then the grand prize winner will be selected from the 4 first place winners and will be awarded an additional $1,500 cash prize. So if you are the grand prize winner, you will win $2,000. If you are a first place winner, you'll win $500. So non-winning entries may be awarded a second place, third place, or honorable mention, all with a cash prize. The instructions for these winners will also become the sole property of Mary Maxim, as well as holding of all copyrights and distribution rights. So on the winning patterns, they want you to keep an accurate count of your materials, and they want you to use Mary Maxim yarn. Let me see. Okay, so they want you to use Mary Maxim yarn or the yarn of the sponsors. So, yeah, that's what they want you to do. So, let's see. Yes, we ask that you use Mary Maxim yarns or yarns produced by our list of sponsors. We also request that all yarns used should be current and readily available. Yes. So they want you to use colors that can be duplicated by other people, which makes sense. So anyway, that is what it is. So they want you to fill out the entry form and the $10 fee, $5 for each additional entry. So if you have more than one that you want to enter, you can do that as well. $10 for the first entry, $5 for each additional. It's non-refundable. So then they want you to firmly attach a 4x4 piece of paper to your entry, clearly printed in ink, your name, mailing address, email, phone number, name of your design, and category entered. And they just want you to send only your project, not your pattern. Okay, so they do want you to send your project by, okay, completed projects must be received by July 22nd. So you have to enter by June 20th, and then July 22nd is when your project has to be received. So yeah. And they don't need the pattern. If they require the pattern, then they will request it. So yeah. I was pretty excited about that because I know that we have people amongst our group of yarny friends. Good morning, Catherine. I hope that you are having a great Monday, and I hope you had a great weekend. And so I know that we have very creative friends here. And I know that we would love to be able to share our love of design. And so designing a baby blanket, designing an Afghan, maybe that's something that you would love to do. Anyway, I just wanted to throw it out there. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to see if anybody amongst our group decides to enter. That would be really cool. Really, really cool. So yeah, I'm excited about that. So let me get some, of my crochet out, and let's see. Okay, I'll show you how I attach these. I came up with a plan that was a whole lot easier than my initial plan. My initial plan, I had all of these leaves and they were already attached in a loop, right? This was already attached in a loop. So now I am leaving these open, and what I am doing is taking my keychain and I'm putting this through the loop, and then I'm sewing. I am sewing my end, and that is so much quicker, so much quicker. So I've got that. Let me see. Here's my end. Okay. So tell me what you're working on right now. I would love to know. I would absolutely love to know. What are you working on right now? So that I'm just sewing these ends in. And I'm sewing it a little bit more Well, it's like three swipes back and forth and you're good was the general rule of thumb. But since this one is actually attaching the leaf to my keychain, I make sure that I go back and forth at least 3 and mostly 4 times, just because I want that extra little insurance there, Um, so yeah, and just going back and forth. So what do you think? Do you like sewing at ends? I don't mind. Um, if I'm not stressed, then I don't mind sewing in ends. Um, Now the ends from the little circles, I was not really a fan of that, but I got used to it, so I'm okay. All right, so I've got this, and you know what? My scissors, these scissors are not the best scissors, but anyway, so another one done. Another one done. There we go. Another one for the done pile. So that is my goal for today. So let's see. I want to show you some of the patterns that Mary Maxim has on their site, because when I was looking, Valerie, hey Valerie, Valerie is working on a C2C block stitch blanket. That is nice. And when you say, okay, so you're working on the C2C, are you doing color control? Is it all one color? Are you using a stripe? What kind of yarn are you using? That's what I would love to know. Let's see, share screen. And so let's take a look at some of, this is on the Mary Maxim main page, okay? So let's see. Nope, don't want that. Let's do this. There we go. Okay. That is what I'm looking for. Okay, so there are some really, really cool patterns that are out there right now. Some for Easter. So as you can see on the left, there is a little, well, it's a little bag and it's crochet and it's an Easter bunny in various colors. Let's go over knit and crochet crafts, puzzles, patterns, view collection. Okay, crochet. Here we go. So look at these beautiful, beautiful patterns. Do you ever get intimidated by patterns? I've talked about, the 2025 Mary Maxim contest, but I'm looking at these patterns here and I'm like, are you kidding me? These are amazing. Now, let's see. Let's do free patterns. Let's do free patterns. Here we go. Okay, so here is a free springtime bundle dishcloths pattern. This one is super cute, super easy, and I love the colors. Absolutely love the colors. And then, is this not the cutest thing? It's using Bernat Handcrafter cotton yarn, and it's crochet, baby bib, and booties. How cute is that? I love this baby bib idea because it's using the cotton yarn. We know that it's going to be soft on baby, and we know that it's going to be absorbent. And we also know that you can, it's very washable, very washable. So how cute is that? And then you can make the baby booties to go with the colors if you like, or you can just make them separate. I really like this pattern. It would be nice if we had a baby to go with it. Oh my goodness. And then here's one of free flowers, dishcloth pattern, a free cuddle cocoon pattern, lattice lapgan pattern. So there are quite a few dishcloth, excuse me, patterns, which I think are just really fun. You know me, I'm really into dishcloths. Oh, look at this. It's a free woodsy sunflower dishcloth pattern. Look at that. How cute is that? Super duper cute. Oh yeah, I'm loving it. It is really nice. These are free patterns. Dog crochet pattern. Pretty posy. This looks like a coaster pattern. That is nice. So, relaxing crochet. What relaxes you when you're crocheting? What kind of crochet relax? Here we go. Oh my goodness. Here we go. There we go. Oh. Okay. Valerie says, I'm using Red Heart Teal Ombre. That sounds really amazing. I love the ombre effect on on the C2C. In fact, my very first C2C blanket, I used excuse me, I used mandala yarn, and it went from one color to another color to another color, and I absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. Valerie says, I found the pattern on Juan the Yarn Addict. I love it. Donating to Camp Boggy Creek in Florida. Nice. Nice. That is awesome. Mm. So, here we go. Monday. So, with our Make It Monday, I'm finding that the relaxing crochet for me, there is the pressure of getting the sunflowers done. However, it's such a quick little project, and it is like repeating, repeating, repeating. So I don't have to think about, the next step. with these leaves, it's so easy. Chain 11, slip stitch into the second chain from the hook, single crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, treble, treble, double, half, single, slip stitch. And the leaf, half of the leaf is done. Do the same thing on the other side. Make 2 of them, crochet them together, and you're done. It is so relaxing for me. Another thing that's relaxing is when you're doing a blanket and it's the same stitch every single row, the single row repeat, which is the chevron blanket that I'm also making is a single row repeat. So it is so relaxing because all I'm doing is the same thing every single row. It's the same thing. So it's relaxing. I'm not having to overthink. I'm not having to worry about, oh, did I get this stitch right? Did I get that stitch right? And that kind of crochet I can really get into right now because I need some, we'll call it relaxing. Some people call it mindless crochet, where you're just crocheting, 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 and you're just getting it done. Other things like beanies, where you're changing the design or you're changing the stitch every row, or you're having to increase or decrease depending on whether you're going top down or bottom up. And or amigurumi, where you're having to keep track of what row you're on. Those are very enjoyable and fulfilling, and we love to see the finished product. Hello, Carl. But they might not be as relaxing as something that is just a simple stitch, which is why a lot of times in the summer I will do the summer of the dishcloth. Now, one year, I was maybe a little bit stressed that summer, and I made tons of dishcloths. And like I would make sometimes 2 and 3, 4 a day. I would make them. They were mindless crochet. A lot of times they were a single row repeat. I would choose a stitch and I would make that that dishcloth in that stitch, and there you go. That's, that was my fun. That was my that was something that really brought me joy, right? So, what do you do to find relaxation and joy and calm and peace in your crochet? What kind of projects bring you that kind of peace? Is it every single one, even if you have to concentrate? Does that bring you peace and joy and calm? Or is it a single row repeat kind of thing? You do need to make a couple of those keychains. Alice, I had sent the link in our chat at one point, and then I also put it in one of the descriptions. So it is out there. The link is out there. But I can also post a photo of my little notes. My little notes. So these are so easy to make, honestly. And they are so, so cute. I would love to make these in various colors. Like, what about a hot pink for, for the little girl who likes the hot pink? Or, oh, good, you think you have it. Good. Or, purple, pink, orange. Make them in all different colors. I did one, and the center I did in a yellow, and then I did a pink around. That was really pretty too. So, but these sunflowers really do speak to me. It just requires a tiny bit of stuffing for the center, and you're done. Anyway, super cute, super cute. So that's my goal today. Tomorrow, cupcakes. And then after that, I don't even know. Can't even tell you. We are working on clearing out some trees and brush, trying to get as much clearance as possible so that, yeah, so that there's plenty of room for people to enjoy, and just pray for no rain. Please, no rain, no rain. I don't know. It'll be okay. It'll all be okay. Everything will be okay. So Thursday night or Thursday afternoon is the rehearsal. And then there's going to be, the rehearsal dinner under the tent Thursday night. We're having Italian, baked rigatoni, and then fettuccine Alfredo with chicken fettuccine Alfredo with broccoli, and then, garlic knots, salad, all the things. That's the menu for the rehearsal dinner. And then the wedding, they're doing Buddy's Barbecue is catering. So we have, the barbecue pork sandwiches, we have corn on the cob, I don't know. I think there's potato salad. I don't know what all it is. But anyway, so the wedding day is going to be so fun. So fun. I mean, is there anything better than barbecue at a wedding? I don't know. Oh, Nisi. These are so easy to make. So easy to make. Yes. Aren't these just the cutest things? I love them. And I love that the plan is coming together and they are getting done. They're not actually getting done in the way that I thought I was going to get them done, because I really thought I was going to make all the brown circles, all of them. Well, my goal initially was 100, because we thought that we were going to have about 100 people. Now it looks like we're going to have about 60 people, 68 people, something like that. And so I'm making 70 of them, which takes a little bit of the pressure off, right? And so I thought that I was going to, so if I had initially was going to make 100, that would mean 200 of those little brown circles, because it's double-sided. It would mean 200 of those half leaves, right? So now instead of that, it's 140 little brown circles. And I thought that I was going to make all the brown circles, then make all of the flowers, then make all of the leaves. And instead, I had to break it up, because it got a little boring after a while. Making all of those little 3 round circles, 3 row round circles, it was just kind of boring, I mean, it was quick, it was easy, but making 200 of them in a row, no, I could not do that. Could not do that. So, yes, barbecue at a wedding is a Southern thing. Yeah, barbecue at a wedding is definitely a Southern thing. And my youngest son, excuse me, I'm sorry, I keep clearing my throat. My youngest son, he had barbecue at his wedding, which was an outdoor wedding. And it was Mojo's is the one that provided that. But man, was it good. It was so good. And so, yeah, it's just some kind of food that you just really enjoy. It's not pretentious, although I have been to weddings where they served filet mignon and crab cake, and it was delicious. I am not, averse to that either. But there's just something really fun about having an outdoor wedding with barbecue, corn on the cob. You're going to need to have some bibs. Oh, we should have ordered some bibs. Don't tell Tanya. She'll get on the Amazon and start ordering bibs for all the ladies and the men so that they don't get the drippy drip, right? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh boy. Hmm. I wonder if we should get, you know, I just thought of something. I think that we should get some wet ones and put a cover on them and put those at each table so that people can wipe their hands. Oh my goodness. Hmm. I don't know. I know. Anyway, hopefully we will be, you know, not so messy that we can actually act like civilized adults, right? Yeah. Nisi, you have a great day. Have a wonderful day. Oh, yes, wet ones. I think that would be really cool. Now, what if we crochet the covers for the wet ones? That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? I can do that. Do that in green and then put a yellow sunflower on the front. I could do that. I don't know. Anyway, do we have time for this? I don't think so. Hey, we might. We might have time for it. I don't know. Hmm. I'll have to think about that. Yes, that's true. You can put, oh, you can put that in a mason jar. I could do that, right, Nikki? Famous last words. I could do that. Oh my gosh. So we could put them in a mason jar. Hmm. I really like that idea. Oh my gosh, I really like that idea. Okay, I'm gonna have to talk to Tanya about this. Definitely. Definitely gonna have to talk to Tanya about this. Okay, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm thinking we're definitely gonna have to something like that. So this girl, she knows what she's doing. Yeah. You guys got me thinking. Okay. I could, that's right. Nikki says famous last words. The mason jar thing is going to be so much classier. Mason jar is classy, right? Than the plastic containers. All right. I really like that. So thanks for the ideas, guys. I got to run. I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful Monday. And listen, keep your crochet relaxing. If it's stressing you out, put it in the corner, put it in timeout and tell it to behave. Go there until it can behave. And listen, if something is not making you happy, you go to another project. Don't you even worry about it. I was thinking about the pattern from the Santa jar. I was thinking about that because that's not really too elaborate to make the jar cover. Um, it's not bad at all, and I could do it in this green. I'm going to have extra green because this was just the leaves, and I do have extra green. You see this right here? 6 skeins of green, 6 skeins of yellow, and 6 skeins of brown. So, yeah, it's doable. It's definitely doable with a sunflower on the front. Yep, that's what I was thinking about. Okay, gotta run. I'll let you know what I decide on Wednesday. But I hope that you have a wonderful Monday. Listen, today is the first day of a brand new week. Today you get to decide how this week is going to go. Um, okay, so here's the thing. It might be a totally crappy week. It might be the worst week in history, but how you respond to it is your responsibility. And so if you allow yourself to get all upset, you're going to get yourself upset. You're going to feel bad. It's going to spill over. So I'm preaching to myself right now. However my week goes, I am going to take a deep breath and I am going to enjoy the week and I am going to set my mind on positive things this week so that I can get through this week and not just survive, but thrive. And I got to get these, yeah, I got to get this project done. So I need to have a clear head, right? And not all stressed about it, right? Yeah, yeah. Preaching to myself here. So I hope that you have a wonderful day. Stay safe, be kind, and get hooking. And Carl says bye. And he says, behave.